Greetings, everybody, and welcome. We're actually going to chase the sunset out at the lake tonight, and I decided just to start it when I got out here to see what it looked like. So that's the scoop. We are here. I'm going to get set up and do a time lapse. We'll see what we get for photos. There are some clouds coming in, so hard to say what's going to happen, but right now it looks really cool. So I'm kind of psyched about that. So give me a minute here, and let's get set up. A little windy to put the camera out, I think, tonight for the stream. All right. Oh, chilly at the wind blowing off the water. Woof. Hello to everyone. Welcome to the stream. I can't see Jack, so don't mind me. Still getting a few things set up here. Hello, Sydney. How are you? Sarah King in the house. Uh, it is definitely a little windy here. I was debating whether to even come out, but we're going to give it a shot, even with the clouds coming in. It may hide behind, but we'll find out soon enough. All right, glad everybody is here. We'll see what our next plan is here to do. I got the time lapse running. Or actually, it's video at the moment. I'm going to change it over to time lapse now. Alright, time lapse running. It is definitely colder out. Alright. Gloves. Where's my hoodie? Put that sucker on. More better. Wave action going on out there in the water too, so definitely wind is up. Gloves are in my pocket. Woof. Definitely cooler. Just trying to make sure the stream doesn't freeze up. I'm going to step aside and take a couple photos, so I shall return. Might have been something, buy a coffee. Ay, ay, ay. I thought about it. Yeah, I know the wind chill is causing us some issues, isn't it? I just think it's too windy to put this up outside of the car. We'll see what happens now. It's showing us the clouds. So I'll be curious. We may lose this thing. If we do, we do. Can't be that cold out. What the temperature say? I mean, it was in the 20s last night. Yeah, it says it's 48, but I think with the wind off the water, not so much. Yeah, that cloud bank's not looking so good, is it? Not so much. Trying to see which way the clouds are moving. If it's moving left or right or whatnot. I didn't think the clouds were going to come in this afternoon, but you never know. If you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. What time are we sitting at? 3:48. Yeah, figure it. Well, I just don't know. We'll see if it breaks up any. There were no clouds all day. But not the case now. What's crazy is I drove out here. There actually it was really funny. I wanted to pull over because it's deer hunting season with guns is up and running since last Saturday. I'm driving down the road. I see this bright orange thing in the middle of a tree. I mean, climbed way up. Some hunter standing halfway up the tree. I'm like, dude, don't be falling out of the tree. It looked kind of ironic to see this bright orange hanging out of the tree. I would have pulled over and gotten a photo of it. It looked pretty humorous. It's like, okay. Looks like maybe those clouds are moving slow. Left or right, I think. The time lapse will tell us for sure. Sometimes you can't tell until you do the time lapse, and then it's obvious. It'll tell you right away. You know where they're going. Didn't see any deer on the way out. We'll have to see what happens on the way in. So on the way out, we'll have to see. I saw 2 state troopers. Does that count? I think that's part of hunting season, however. Well, we'll see how thick these clouds actually are. Hope everybody is having a good day. A short week with the hostility happening on Thursday. I mean, the holiday happening on Thursday. Kind of wanted to get out to a location, but I might have to wait till morning. Or maybe Friday. I don't know. We'll see what happens. As you can see it kind of pulling. I'll go grab their camera. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's some good far clouds. Oh yeah, most definitely. Oof. Damn, I'm being a wuss. It's not that cold. It's in the 40s, but the wind's blowing. Then in February, when it's 25 below zero, we'll go, oh, 40 feels like a heat wave. And crazy people put shorts on. Don't ask. See, I set up the camera a little iffy, but I think we'll be okay. Clouds look pretty cool, though. Yeah, I definitely didn't set the tripod up good today. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, well. Yeah, that band of clouds right in front of the sun is looks kind of cool. School bus. Well, look at that. Those clouds are definitely getting thicker. It is definitely cold. Oh, I missed blood files. Darn it. I gotta get this chat so it works correctly. Oh, I know what the problem is. Well, maybe I do. Whew. So working on some new music. Gotta try to get that done. Now that I know I'm leaving town in a week, gotta get that. I got a ton of stuff going on. Yeah, the cloud band looks pretty good. But I don't know. Depending on how these clouds are, that could be the last we see of the sun. I really screwed the pooch. I should have gotten a coffee or a hot chocolate. Been kind of doing a mix in the afternoon if I come outside. Yep, definitely going left to right. That little, see a little swirl of clouds left toward the left center part of the screen. Kind of see that happening. Interesting cloud color. How it's reflecting off the upper part. Let's see if we can get that. Whoops, come on here. Time lapse, maybe. I don't know. Sounds like we could go goose hunting. I hear them. Where the hell are you? Oh, there they are at the door. Stupid geese are going the wrong direction. Yeah, they're going the wrong way. Their GPS must be off. They're going north. They're not going south. Idiots. They've got to get a better travel agent. That water, fairly choppy. Coming right at us. There's that section of clouds, you can't really see it on the screen. Down closer toward the water, where you might get a little sun peeking out of there. We'll see what happens. You want a good laugh, just wait till it gets cold. And this thing freezes and I walk out on the ice. And that's when it gets fun. Actually, came up here 3 years ago, maybe. That's when I heard all this. It sounded like these engines running, like racing. Lake was frozen, and there were motorcycle racing on the ice. What's the craziest thing I've ever seen? Somewhere I have photos of it. Last year the lake didn't freeze, but for a short time. So if it does this year, you can bet I'm getting video of that. There's a little spot of color in that cloud. Center of the screen to the slight right. It just looks like a narrow little gap in the cloud. I think that is where we're at. Let's see if I can get a zoom on that. Well, we got a doggy coming up. Someone's out walking their dog. Whew. Not sure who's walking who. The upper sky still looks pretty good. Yeah, it must have gotten cold last night. I came out to start the car and I was like going, no, I don't think so, pal. It's definitely cold. There's a line of clouds running right through there. Working its way through. That's kind of interesting. Still some good cloud shots, so that's kind of good. Still colder than hell. I got to hunt for my shooting gloves. Keep them on. Got 2 pairs in the car, but they're not my gloves I like to use when I'm out photographing, but that's all right. Yeah, we got some good sky stuff going on. That's why it's kind of cool. You got to kind of come out here and see just what is going on, because you never know what you're going to find. I'm just trying to keep an eye on the water to make sure we don't freeze up. So far, we're okay. Time lapse is still running. How long we've been going? Yeah, so my time lapse has got a little ways to go yet. Trying to think, what can I put in the oven when I get home? Heat the place up. Got plenty of soup. Warm that up on a cold day. Well, incoming. Left side. Yeah, pretty says flock. That's kind of cool. Little effect in the sky. That's what I was hoping for. Grab a little camera here. Kind of phenomenon in the sky. You've got like a circle, like an explosion. Oof, it is. Great, I fogged up my own glasses. We are getting some cool looks with the clouds, though. I was kind of hoping what happened, but I don't know how thick that band was. Oh, bird is flying right into it there. The only thing about cameras in this weather is when it's cooler, those batteries drain very quickly. So I think the time lapse is okay yet. Mm-hmm. Still a few people out hunting. We're going to go on for a 10-day season. So, whoop, flock right in front of the car. Oh, a little breakup of the cloud. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Now let's see how this all plays out. Yeah, the other night there was no sun, and then it broke at the last minute, and we were able to get some sunset. But we'll see what happens here. It's reverse a little bit. What do you think? Tell me in the chat. Are we gonna get sun, or are we gonna not get any sun at the end of this? I was able to get some shots off, so that was good. Let's see how our time lapse is doing here. Well, we're getting a little bit up there. Still about 10 minutes on the time lapse to go. So it should be interesting to see how the clouds in the skies kind of opened up a little bit. Yeah, you're cheating. You're on the early afternoon there. Yeah, I think I'm not sure. I don't think it looks like it's. There is a break in the cloud, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. I was kind of hoping the color would shoot up into the clouds. So we'll see if that in fact happens or not. That water is choppy, choppy, choppy for the lake. For this lake. Been looking at a couple Lake Superior cams the last couple days. No such a anything anything like that is massive. We used to get that on Lake Michigan too. Then when the waves start in like February, they start freezing when they start hitting the rocks down there. It's crazy. It looks pretty cool. Whoa. See, it looks like a break on the left a little bit, but I mean, it may be a little too late. We'll have to see what happens. 427. Yeah. We'll definitely see what happens. This is the whole deal with sunsets. You just never know what you're going to get. Not really seeing any place where it's going to pop. Well, not a whole lot to write home about, it looks like here. It'd be a great color when I first got out here. So, okay, we might get lucky. I see another, I'm looking to my right. There's another part of the sky where it's actually breaking up. They're going to get a little color there, but I don't think I can catch it from here. Trying to see if there's anywhere else where it might be breaking open, but that looks, this is south, so that's north, that's west, kinda, sorta. Yeah, those clouds over that direction are looking like they're a little thickening up a little bit. Until that wind is blowing, you can see the separation in the clouds. That's what I was hoping we would see with the sunset in the lower clouds, but not looking like it's going to happen. Kind of monotoned right now. Hmm. I'm not even seeing much happen with the sky. As far as the clouds, I mean, are moving, but slowly. Keep holding off, going, come on, there's going to be a break. I see lighter tones, but for the time, 4:34. That sun's almost down to the tree line. And I guess we'll see if it, I think now the time is it? Yeah, we might have the time lapse done. Let's check the camera. Yeah, actually out there. Let's just see what this time lapse looks like. Oh, I think it's gonna be good. Holy shit. We got a time lapse to look at. I may have to slow it down a bit though. It's like the water coming in. It's like it's a flood. And believe it or not, the clouds are going right to left. The upper ones were, anyway. guess we're having focusing issues. Probably because of the lightness. We'll do it a few more minutes, but I think we're going to have to call it. I don't think we're going to get much. Oof. I'm going to heat on here, too. Oh, yeah, whatever. How much color did he have? I think what we were able to get when we first got here was what we were going to get. All right. Not sure we're going to set half this stuff, but all right. I think what we're going to do is we're going to back her out and drive out. I think our sunset is toast for the night. We got color earlier. We got some great shots. So before it gets too dark, let's head out of Dodge. Let's just see if we have any craziness going on out here. Any critters. Clouds are definitely hindering anywhere here. It's all about right time, right places. So let's just see if we have any sightings of anything along the road here. Since we have daylight, well, a little twilight, whatever you want to call it, at this point. What you don't want to see is you don't want to see anything running. Because if they're running, they ain't looking. They are just running. Tell who the regulars are that drive down this road because they don't chill because out here. Whoa. What are you turning into? I was gonna say that's a entrance to a private place. I wasn't sure what was happening there for a minute. The state trooper, the patrol car that was out here is not here anymore. Alright. However, that truck has been parked there. Like for yesterday, today. I don't know what the deal is there. Alright, so no late color. We had earlier sun, but then it went behind those clouds and that was the end of that. So we will wrap this stream up. We'll see what photos we have to share. Post those up as well. We still have a time lapse from the other night. Tonight's isn't too bad. We'll try to get that together and post it up. And all that good stuff. At least that's the plan. Anybody coming? Yeah, just not enough cooperation in the sky tonight. So thanks to everybody for coming by, saying hello, checking out the stream. Appreciate it. Much appreciate the support. Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving if we don't catch up for some reason. See you out there on the old interwebs, as they say. Behave yourself, don't get caught, and we will see you next time right here. Have a great night, everybody.